Hello, everyone, and welcome to the release concert for Atlantic Dreams. It's wonderful to see all of you here in person, all of you here online. This is really a joyful occasion. It is an absolute delight to be here with you. I'm I'm so excited to share all of this music with you. We've got a cracking band together. But first off, we've got a special treat for you all. Um, I have been incredibly lucky these past 6 to 8 months to be quarantined with one of my absolute favorite singers, and I managed to talk her into coming and singing a few songs for you. So, would you please all welcome Laura Bassett?
So excited to be singing with people. It is my great advantage to be living in the same house as the incredible Alex Sturbaum. Start off with a song about murder. My name is Captain Kidd as I sailed, as I sailed. My name is Captain Kidd as I sailed. My name is Captain Kidd, and wickedly I did, and wickedly I did as I sailed, as I sailed, and wickedly I did as I sailed. My parents taught me well as I sailed, as I sailed. My parents taught me well as I sailed. My parents taught me well to shun the gates of hell, and yet I did rebel as I sailed, as I sailed, and yet I did rebel as I sailed. I spied 3 ships from Spain as I sailed, as I sailed. I spied 3 ships from Spain as I sailed. I spied 3 ships from Spain and fired on them amain till all their crews were slain as I sailed, as I sailed. Till all their crews were slain as I sailed. I've 80 bars of gold as I sailed, as I sailed. I've 80 bars of gold as I sailed. I've 80 bars of gold and riches uncontrolled, and dollars in my hold as I sailed, as I sailed, and dollars in my hold as I sailed. I murdered William Moore as I sailed, as I sailed. I murdered William Moore as I sailed. I murdered William Moore and left him in his gore, not many leagues from shore as I sailed, as I sailed. Not many leagues from shore as I sailed. Now to execution dock I must go, I must go. To execution dock I must go. To execution dock while thousands round me flock to see me on the block. I must go, I must go. To see me on the block I must go. My name was Captain Kidd as I sailed, as I sailed. My name is Captain Kidd as I sailed. My name is Captain Kidd and wickedly I did. Now to execution dock I must go, I must go. To execution dock I must go. I am so excited to be part of this. This is fantastic. We actually have a small and spaced and wonderful outdoor audience here. That makes it even better. I'm so glad everyone's here. Right, so we have an abundance of captains on this list, but we're breaking it up with a queen in the meantime. So this is Queen of Waters, which is a Nancy Kerr, James Fagan song. And it's very much a sentiment I can get behind.
sorry. You should talk about this some more.
Should I talk about this
Yeah.
more? Okay, no, it's yeah, I heard it for the first time at the Shanty Sing in Boston, which is where I first started singing. I was back visiting, and there were several Nancy Kerr songs sung that night, and they were all amazing, and I had to learn them immediately because they would not leave my head. So I'm very excited. Well, away, my love, away. Go sailing home today on a boat called Melody. Hail home, hearts that long for the land. Oh, she's like some Persian queen in her opal robe serene, in the lamplight shimmering. Hail home, hearts that long for the land. On a blue jay morning, feathering thorny memories. Hail home, hearts have been too long away. On a well-worn byway, traveling magpie gathering. Farewell, Queen of Waters. Oh, it's hard to roll in mirth when your feet don't touch the earth, and the wolf comes hungering. Hail home, hearts that long for the land. Folly never foots the bill, and we all shall pay in full for the love of melody. Hail home, hearts that long for the land. On a blue jay morning, feathering thorny memories. Hail home, hearts have been too long away. On a well-worn byway, traveling magpie gathering. Farewell, Queen of Waters. Well, I should have sowed my corn, but I danced until the dawn like an ant grasshoppering. Hail home, hearts that long for the land. Oh, there must be better ways for to keep the debts at bay and the whiskey trickling. Hail home, hearts that long for the land. On a blue jay morning, feathering thorny memories. Hail home, hearts have been too long away. On a well-worn byway, traveling magpie gathering. Farewell, Queen of Waters. So we'll bid our ship adieu. There's a mooring in the blue where the gulls are gathering. Hail home, hearts that long for the land. Oh, she's like some Persian queen, and her like shall ne'er be seen. Only in our reverie. Hail home, hearts that long for the land. On a blue jay morning, feathering thorny memories. Hail home, hearts have been too long away. On a well-worn byway, traveling magpie gathering. Farewell, Queen of Waters. On a blue jay morning, feathering thorny memories. Hail home, hearts have been too long away. On a well-worn byway, traveling magpie gathering. Farewell, Queen of Waters.
And if you liked that song, good news. It will be available this Tuesday as part of the 2020 Vashon sessions, which will be released real soon.
It involves a lot of the musicians that will be on this stage tonight in various forms. It's very exciting. Sorry, apparently everything's very exciting. This is all I have to say. So this next one, we've got another Captain. This is a song by Meg Davis that I came across in my weird rambling explorations of the internet music during college, and it has stuck with me since. Are we good? You have something to say?
Oh, just that it can be dangerous finding things on the internet, but I am delighted that you found this one. Although I shouldn't say that. Some of our best friends are on the internet right now.
Maybe they stumbled on this. Would that be cool?
Cool.
Captain Jack was a young man when he went to sea. All you young ladies, go and kiss him goodbye. He was barely a child of 23. Oh, tell him, young ladies, go and tell him for me, he can marry the mermaid that lives in the sea. Well, I loved Captain Jack, and his bride I would be. All you young ladies, go and kiss him goodbye. We were soon to be wedded, my Jackie and me. Oh, tell him, young ladies, go and tell him for me, he can marry the mermaid that lives in the sea. But his ship, it had need of a captain one day. All you young ladies, go and kiss him goodbye. He took charge of the rigging and soon sailed away. Oh, tell him, young ladies, go and tell him for me, he can marry the mermaid that lives in the sea. When 3 years had passed and his ship had returned, all you young ladies, go and kiss him goodbye. I went down to the sea for the man I had earned. Oh, tell him, young ladies, go and tell him for me, he can marry the mermaid that lives in the sea. But my Jack was not there when I went to sea. All you young ladies, go and kiss him goodbye. And this is the tale the crew told to me. Oh, tell him, young ladies, go and tell him for me, he can marry the mermaid that lives in the sea. It was barely 8 bells and Jack had the watch. He was spinning and scaling a fish he had caught, when out of the sea there arose such a tune as he had not heard by the light of the moon. He looked out o'er the water, and what saw he there? What a beautiful maiden with gold in her hair. She'd a gown made of seaweed and a crown on her head. And as she licked it, she quietly said, I have followed your ship for many a mile, and one day the sea reflected your smile. I will give you my kingdom eternally, if you'll marry this mermaid who lives in the sea. Well, Jack was in love with a beautiful girl. He jumped o'er the side in a watery swirl. She then took his hand and she led him away. And we searched all those waters till dawn the next day. We tolled the bell loud and we tolled the bell long. The looks on our faces were haggard and drawn. Then out of the sea Jackie rose like a king, and this is the message he asked us to bring. I have long loved a lady who lives on the land, but my life with the mermaid is ever so grand. Will you go to my lady and ask her for me? May I marry this mermaid who lives in the sea? Well, this is the tale told to me by the crew. My tears, they were many, my choices were few. I went down to the sea, the ship's bell to ring, and these are the words I was heard to sing. Captain Jack was a young man when he went to sea. All you young ladies, go and kiss him goodbye. He was barely a child of 23. Oh, tell him, young ladies, go and tell him for me, he can marry the mermaid that lives in the sea. Oh, tell him, young ladies, go and tell him for me, he can marry the mermaid that lives in the sea. Guess I'm on my own for this one. So this is a song called "A Whaler's Tale" by Ken Graydon. Though I got it from the singing of Tom Lewis, and it's always nice when there's a song when the whales win. I signed aboard a whaling ship, I made me mark, it's true, and I'll serve out the span of time I swore that I would do. But I'll not man your boats again, though you cast me in the sea. For I tell you, sir, them fish can think as well as you or me. Just yesterday the lookout's call had bent us to our work. I took me place with all the rest, I'd not be one to shirk. Now 13 men's been drowned, no more of them we'll see. And I believe them fish can think as well as you or me. We drew our boats abreast the pod, the steersman took his stand. He had no time to make his throw when the oar flew from my hand. Just then a great fluke smashed our boat, that whale I didn't see. Now I swear to God, them fish can think as well as you or me. For then them whales destroyed our boats, they rammed them one by one. They stove them all with head and fluke, and after they was done, those few of us left half alive were clinging to debris. I'd take an oath, them fish can think as well as you or me. For the way them whalefish went for us, it seemed as though 'twas planned. For each one had his target boat, they played us man for man. Just knowing that they think so clear, my heart says let them be. I'd stake me life, them fish can think as well as you or me. Now Jim is blind, Joe's lost an eye, and Caleb's lost below. My leg will heal, but other men no more aloft can go. So I'll not man your boats again, though you drown me in the sea. For I tell you, sir, them fish can think as well as you or me. Here we go. And Graydon.
Cool. What do you say we get the band up here?
Band. So this next song is a Dylan Buston song, yes? Okay, remembering. I got it from the Ancient Mariners at the Mystic Sea Music Festival many, many years ago. It was the first time I heard it. But it is a song about Joshua Slocum, who was the first person to make a solo sail around the entire world. And his ship was called the Spray, and that's what this song is also called. And we're still, where are we at? He had quite a time. He actually started out going eastward across the Atlantic and got to the Mediterranean and discovered it wasn't safe. So he sailed back across the Atlantic and went around the whole world that way. So he actually kind of did a 1 1/4. Are we good to go? Still 2? Here we go. Well, again, thank you so much. I am so thrilled to be getting to do anything with this crowd. Everyone online, everyone in person. Music's coming back. It's wonderful. Very excited. When I was a boy, up in Nova Scotia, drawing all the clipper ships just to learn their names. I wanted for a toy, nothing but a sailboat. Nothing else would do or would ever be the same. All aboard the Spray. All alone I say, all those lovely days. My flags unfurled, I did set sail. I did prevail, I did regale myself around this world, all around this world. When I was a youth, working in the boot shop, listening to the fishermen lying up a shame, or telling me the truth, regaling me with tall tales. I couldn't tell the difference, it was all the same, all aboard the Spray. All alone I say, all those lovely days, my flags unfurled, I did set sail. I did prevail, I did regale myself around this world, all around this world. Then I was a captain, wrecked in Paranagua, shipping jungle lumber all in the trading day. Built myself a boat, sailed us back to Boston. But my wife and boys, they would never be the same, all aboard the Spray. All alone I say, all those lovely days, my flags unfurled, I did set sail. I did prevail, I did regale myself around this world, all around this world. Back in Massachusetts, given an old oyster boat, we built her plank for plank, the oceans for to tame. Reborn with that old sloop, pretty as a white swan. Once I stepped aboard the Spray, I would never be the same. All aboard the Spray. All alone I say, all those lovely days, my flags unfurled, I did set sail. I did prevail, I did regale myself around this world, all around this world. Thank you so much. This has been wonderful.
How about one more time for Laura Bassett? Probably somewhere. Well, I guess on with the show. So, not long after finishing my last record, Loomings, I found myself living in Olympia without sort of any projects in the offing, and when one doesn't have a project, one sort of begins to go a little loopy, and so I found myself going back to the well of the genre of traditional music that got me sort of kick-started on playing trad music in the first place, that being the traditional music of Newfoundland and Labrador, which I've loved since I was 12 years old. But funnily enough, I feel like it doesn't get its due nearly as much as a lot of the other wonderful fiddle tune traditions. Like, especially coming up playing for contradances, contradance players are omnivorous. They'll play old time, they'll play Irish, they'll play Scottish, they'll play Cape Breton, they'll play Quebecois. But strangely enough, I felt that there were not nearly enough folks in the scene, or indeed in general, who just know about the wonderful tradition of Newfoundland song and dance music. And so I'd also had sort of a dream for a while of trying my hand at making a record where I played everything on it, and I seeing as I was sort of spending a lot of time not doing a lot of things in the house and surrounded by instruments, I had to go at that too. But obviously, I couldn't do that live for you all. It wouldn't be fun for me. It certainly wouldn't be fun for you. That's too much accordion to ask any civilized human to sit through without something to temper it. And so I am honored to be joined by this wonderful, wonderful band, Julie and Jesse and River and Brian. And let's not forget Dante on sound, and we'll have some more guests for you later. But we're going to play the album the whole way through, and I've put sort of my heart and soul into this record for the last probably 6 months, and it is an absolute honor and a joy to play it for you tonight. So thank you all for coming out. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. Gosh, it still boggles the mind. And I really hope you all enjoy Atlantic Dreams. Thank you. So those were 3 reels. The first one was one of the only compositions of Rufus Ginchard. Rufus was an amazing fiddler and great collector of tunes, but he didn't write that many. But the first one was. It's called Stan Rogers, written in honor of the man himself. The second tune I learned from the playing of Aaron Collis and Amelia Bartelis, and it is called Calvin Payne's Step Dance Tune, because it is a step dance tune that was sourced from Calvin Payne. The third tune is another from the repertoire of Rufus Ginchard, and it's called Hound's Tune. Now, this next set of tunes is some very, very fast jigs. And the first one is very near and dear to my heart. It's another tune from the repertoire of Rufus, and it's called Good Morning. You would like some tea? Apparently, that's what their landlady in France used to say to Rufus Ginchard and Kelly Russell, and another Newfoundland fiddler, was, "Good morning, you would like some tea?" And I really love that name because, as anyone who has ever stayed the night at our house knows, that in the morning we say, "Good morning, you would like some tea." It's not a question. The second tune I learned from the playing of the great Bob Hallett of the band Great Big Sea, and it is called the Sook. And sook is Newfoundland slang for whiner or crybaby. And I do not know why this just rock and roll tune is called the Sook, but I'm I'm not going to question Bob. And the third tune I learned from the album Island to Island, and it's called the Blueberry Quadrille. One, two, three. thank you all very much. We're going to carry on now with a song. I learned this song from the singing of the amazing Matthew Byrne, who actually just played a concert for Seattle Folklore Society last night, which the ever talented Brian was running sound for. But Matthew Byrne is an amazing singer, one of, I think, one of the best, not just Newfoundland singers, but just singers in general, who's around these days. And he collected this song, which hails from Placentia Bay, Newfoundland. And it's the story of a fella called Jim Harris, who was an experienced and seasoned captain who nonetheless just messed up really, really badly. And so this song, well, I'll let the song speak for itself, but I hope you enjoy this one. It's called Jim Harris. Okay. 1, 2. It was in the year of 34, on the last day in May, Jim Harris in the Ronald B from St. Kieran sailed away. And he sailed away in search of bait till he came to Paradise Sound, where to his great and sad mistake the Irene he ran down. Now she lay to her anchor, all hands were filled with joy, not thinking any accident to them was drawing nigh, until the Ronald hove in sight. More joyful they did feel, with flowing yards and swelling sails, taking 8 knots from the reel. She was like some frightened animal, with white foam across her face. Neither sheet nor tack now did she slack while entering this place. Those boats, they were well scattered, for her there was plenty of room, but she crossed too near the Irene's head and broke off her jib. Ronald's mainsail, about 3 cloths from the lee. The mainsail left the mainmast, an awful sight to see. Those boys, they were well frightened. What to do, they did not know. So without their skipper's orders, their anchor they let go. Jim Harris jumped up on the deck, fired down his hat and swore, saying, "Such a tangle now as this I never saw before. I'm in charge of vessels large and small, and I've brought them far and near, far across the broad Atlantic, where the storms do rage severe." were some youngster, what would the people say? For an accident can happen to the best man any day. It's alright when the wheel is going up, but when it turns for to go down, you all might meet with the same sad fate as Jim Harris in Paradise. Jim Harris and Paradise Sound. Thank you very much. I love that song. It's very ominous. This could happen to you.
I love that it comes with like a moral.
Yeah.
Parable.
And like, I also just like the notion, like, if this was just some kid, well, they would
Rip them to shreds.
Exactly. So we're going to play some singles now. Singles being Newfoundland's answer to the Irish polka. You might have noticed if you are a dancer that a lot of these tunes that we're playing tonight are kind of crooked, which is a thing that is often indicative of Newfoundland tunes. They're often very not square in very fun ways. I say fun for me, not necessarily fun for these four musicians who generously learned all of these mind-bending tunes at a moment's notice. So so this is three singles. The first one I got from Aaron Collis and Amelia Bartelis. It's called The Boys from Dildo, Dildo being an island in the north of Newfoundland. The second tune is called Joey Clements, and the third tune goes by several names, but the one I like best is Form a Line. I like tunes where the dance instructions are sort of embedded in the name of the tune. All right. Boys from Dildo. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thank you very much. We're going to slow things down now. The next tune is going to be a little bit less frenetic. This is a wonderful, slightly crooked waltz that I learned from the playing of Vince Collins. And I know that this is a very, very uneven lawn that we have here, but if anyone feels inclined to brave it enough to waltz with somebody with whom they are bubbled, feel free.
Ray says we don't have the insurance liability to cover it.
One, two, three, four. Old Country Waltz. Thank you very much. Well, I'd like to take a moment to introduce the band. Um, on my far right, on drums, percussion, Bowron, veteran of 3 Vashon sessions now, and feels like 1,000 pickup gigs. One of the best drummers and just most fun people I know. Would you please make welcome Julie Bennett? On guitar, you probably know him better as a fiddler, but it turns out that he can slash as good as anyone. A wonderful person, sort of almost the beating heart of the Olympia folk scene. Would you please welcome Jesse Partridge? On bouzouki tonight, but you heard him on fiddle, and he can pretty much play it all. I haven't known River for a super long time, but I'm looking forward to many years of collaboration, especially now that we live in the same town. This kid's a mind bender. River Sherrill. To my left, y'all know this guy. You probably know him as a fiddler, but on everything that goes plinky plink tonight. This is my erstwhile collaborator, one of the most genuinely talented and genuinely nice people I've ever met, Brian Lindsay.
Thanks, Alex.
Theme of this night is really get a bunch of the best fiddlers I know and make them not play fiddle. And let's not forget, the reason that everyone out there in cyberspace can hear us, the reason that you all out on the lawn can hear us clear and not just like being blasted with accordion. Let's all recognize our amazing sound person, Dante Falk. And if you want to make sure that these amazing players get compensated for their talent, there should be a donate link on the video. If not, it's alexsturbaum.com/donate. And all the proceeds are going to be split between the band. It's just to make sure that musicians get their due, as is just and fair in this world. And heck, if you're already on the internet and feeling charitable, I know a record that you should consider buying. So how do you feel about some more jigs?
Oh yeah.
Some fans of jigs here in the audience. This is a couple of jigs. The first one is comes from the playing of Baxter Wareham, but I learned it from Daniel Payne, and it's called "She Broke the Leg of Her Coffee Pot." A lot of these tunes, by the way, have just fantastic names.
They're just like stories built into them. It's great.
The second tune in this is another from the repertoire of Rufus Ginchard, and it's called Lizzie's Jig. It probably has the distinction of being one of the tunes on this album I've played the longest. I learned this way back in high school, and I've been playing it ever since. I will say that a not insignificant part of why I made this album was just so I would have a place to put Lizzie's Jig. And the third tune is, are there any fans of Morris or English folk music here? You may have heard a beautiful lyrical tune called Mrs. Casey. And, well, the Newfoundlanders got hold of it and they decided it was just too sweet and slow. So they turned it into a barn burner. And it's fine both ways.
I'll try and keep up with you.
Oh my gosh. I think I must just take a moment and say that I'm having a really, really good time up here. I hope you all are too. Well, we're going to carry on now with a tune and then another song. This song comes from Cape Friels, Newfoundland, and it is the story of how a bunch of snowy owls showed up in Cape Friels and just caused a commotion as the locals decided that they must all be hunted down. And I'm still not entirely clear on why they were hunting the owls. All I know is that I love this song. Lots of mandolins in the ears.
We've got 16 strings just between the two of us, so give us a break.
Yeah. So the tune that precedes A Dose of White Owls, which is the name of the song, is another from the playing of Vince Collins, who I recorded one of Vince's tunes on my last record. And I called O'Brien's Music in Newfoundland and asked could you put me in touch with Vince Collins? And they said, Vince is 90. I'll put you in touch with his son. And so I still haven't talked to the man himself, but I really, really hope to. And his son, Glenn Collins, is a great guitar player and a very nice person. So Vince or Glenn, if you're out there, this one's for you. Aunt Maggie Gambins and A Dose of White Owls. 1, 2, 3, 4. There was a fuss not long ago, down along Cape Creels, you know, and the reason what was all the fray. A dose of White Owls came our way. You'd never seen the like before. They'd perch on your cellar and down by the door. Soon as they'd land on a nap, you'd grab your gun and scrabble your cap. On every rock there was a trap, everyone on every nap. Poor old owl never had a chance, had to stay in the air and jump and dance. Then one day the wind came in from the north, flying thousands back and forth. Southside fellas did very well, killed a dose by the southern rail. The Southside boys were smart old chaps, but they wouldn't have got many if it wasn't for the trap. Boys out here inside of the pond, they frightened him to death, and now they're gone. One day last fall, I remember it well. Went in over the Flagstaff Hill, crossed Long Pond, went down Longshore, and I didn't get home till 4:30. When I come in by the southern rill, there was one upon the hill. I chased him till I starved to death. If I had enough grub, I'd be chasing him yet. Some were gray, but most were white. Look at their eyes, you'd get a fright. Their eyes were big like great big ponds. If you had a weak heart, you'd soon be gone. Your neck, we changed our shirts twice a week. Would have made no difference, they was just as thick. And now they're gone, sir, I don't care, and I hope they don't come back next year. The only fella who got a whack killed 14 old Dolly Jack. As for myself, I only got 2, and a war that taps on my boots went through. Now this song is to an end, I hope they don't come back again. So there won't be a bit left in Cape Creels, we'll be one through the bottom and through the heels. So we're gonna carry on now with we're gonna sort of pare down to just me and Jesse and Julie, and we're going to play a set of tunes from the playing of Newfoundland's 2 sort of grandmaster fiddlers, Rufus Ginchard, who we have already discussed, and Emile Benoit. Emile Benoit played with the band Figgy Duff, as well as playing just like on his own, and he is well known not only as a great fiddler, but also a wonderful composer of tunes. He wrote just like tune after tune after tune, and they're all great. And I decided the album needed some more Emile Benoit tunes, as well as needing some tunes that are just like mind-bendingly crooked. Sorry, rhythm section. So the first tune in this set is called Uncle Harry's Out of Shape, which just rocks. The second tune is called West Bay Center, and the third tune is simply called Lover's Reel. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thank you. So, you know how a few tunes ago I said that Lizzie's Jig was the tune I'd probably been playing the longest? I absolutely lied to you. Um, because the next tune that starts this next set is the tune that I've been I won't say the tune I've been playing the longest, but definitely I've been playing this one for, oh gosh, upwards of 16 years. Definitely it was one of the earliest tunes I learned on the accordion, and I've always loved it. It was written by Jeff Butler, who played accordion with the band Figgy Duff, and it is just the most just like gleeful and, dare I say, silly tune you will hear in a while. Or I won't call it silly, that's uncharitable, but it doesn't take itself too seriously, and I think that's beautiful. So it's called Like You Would, and we're going to follow it up with a couple of reels. The first of those two reels is called Kitty Got a Clinkin'. And I don't know what a clinkin' is, but it sounds fun. And the last tune is called The Buffett Double.
Twice as many buffets, twice as much fun.
Agreed. A 1, 2, a 1, 2, 3.
Thank you, boys.
Well, thank you. Excuse me. Well, we're going to play the last set of tunes that appears on the album. This
Yeah.
but don't worry, there's more to be found shortly after. This starts with a tune from one of the leading lights of contemporary traditional, but it's a thing. Yeah, one of the leading lights of Newfoundland music, Aaron Collis. Aaron Collis plays with the Dardanelles and with Rum Ragged, and he is, in addition to being just like an amazing button accordion player, he is he's a really gifted composer of tunes. And this this set starts with a jig that he wrote called the White-Winged Diver, which I believe is named after some sort of seabird. Although I'm not sure. And it's followed with a couple more singles. The first of which is called Ladies in the Salt Pound, and the third one is just one of the absolute all-time classic Newfoundland tunes called Muscles in the Corner. And it is a tune that just goes really hard and is really happy. And so I hope you really enjoy these tunes. And yeah, one more time, thank you all for being here.
Thanks for making a cool record, Alex.
Yeah. Anytime. 1, 2, 3, 4. Love those tunes. Well, there's just one more tune on the record, but before we finish off the record, I think there are definitely a few thank yous in order. First off, how about a hand for this band? Thank you so much to all these amazing musicians for agreeing to join me and learn all of these crazy crooked tunes, and just this has been so much fun, and it wouldn't have been half as much without you. So thank you guys.
Thank you, Alex.
Yeah.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah. Thank you so much to Laura for opening with her great songs. And also just for being an awesome housemate in a not awesome time. Like, you are great, and you were very patient when I confronted you in the kitchen and went, "Somebody's making me record all of these tunes really fast." It was me. There's a lot of people who definitely aren't here because they're probably about as far as it's possible to be from here and still be in North America. But as a person who grew up in Southern Ohio and now lives in Western Washington, it's let's just say that I don't have a lot of sort of inherent cultural knowledge of Newfoundland traditional music. And so I impertinently emailed and Facebook messaged a bunch of basically my heroes, a bunch of my favorite musicians from Newfoundland. And surprisingly enough, they all wrote back and they all answered my questions and were really kind and patient, and gave me a lot of context and understanding of a lot of these tunes. So Aaron Collis, Billy Sutton, Bob Hallett, Kelly Russell, Daniel Payne. Oh gosh, there's so many more. I'm not going to remember all of them. Matthew Byrne, Jerry Strong. There just so many wonderful musicians have been so kind and helpful. So thank you to all of you. I'd like to thank Brennan Kesnick for a lot of wonderful music nights and their cool insights on how music is played, which influenced the way a lot of these were played during tracking. I want to extend a massive thanks to my partner, Ray, for just unfailing kindness and support, which has been invaluable in these really dark times. And let me tell you, it's easy to support your musician partner when times are good. It's hard to support your musician partner when your home office is like right above their recording studio, and that musician partner is recording their tracks one instrument at a time, and it's Bowron week and you have meetings. So Ray, thank you. And finally, I want to thank all of you. I want to thank everyone who's watching online. It's just wonderful to know you're out there. Thank you for being part of this. Oh, I missed Dante. Thank you so much to Dante for running sound.
Yeah, Dante.
Yeah. But also thank you so much to everyone online, and also everyone in person. This is the first in-person gig I've played in a really, really long time. And just like looking out over the live stream camera and seeing all of your faces there, it's magical. I love all of you. Thank you so much for being part of this show. And I'm going to have everyone who's here be part of this show in a more tangible manner, because this next song is a sing-along. Are you with me? This song is a song that has a very interesting concept for a song. This is all of the ships that were in St. John's Harbor circa, I think, 1904, and their captains. That's it. That's the song. But it also has a wonderful message and just a deadly chorus. So The chorus goes like this. Where the North King is raging and strong blows the gale, in search of the white coats a day they will sail. Try that now. Where the North King is raging and strong blows the gale, in search of the white coats a day they will sail. From Harvey's I'll start and to Bowering's I'll go. I'll name all the ships and the captains also. Where the North King is raging and strong blows the gale, in search of the white coats a day they will sail. Where the North King is raging and strong blows the gale, in search of the white coats a day they will sail. In the ad Captain Doyle, in the bell Joe Beanie, in the bond Captain Parsons, the stout man is he, and jolly Jake Keane in the spring will command Harvey's port steamer, the old Newfoundland. Where the North King is raging and strong blows the gale, in search of the white coats a day they will sail. The name of the ships of Joe Brothers and Co. The first and the next one I'll let ye all know. Of the good ship Diana, Joe Blandford has charge. I hope she'll come back before long with the surge. Where the North King is raging and strong blows the gale, in search of the white coats a day they will sail. In comes the Beothuk, so swift and so sure. I hopes that George Barber is with her once more. And then there's the Neptune, I see it's a plane, and likewise the Eric with pleasant Joe Kane. Where the North King is raging and strong blows the gale, in search of the white coats a day they will sail. I wish them good luck, and from Job's take my leave. I'll name all the ships owned by Walter Bain Grieve. There's the Bloodhound Gate, Windsor, he'll yet make his mark, with Kane in the Iceland, the Cross Captain Clark. Where the North King is raging and strong blows the gale, in search of the white coats a day they will sail. Their brothers also got a fine man for sure, Baxter Barber, who sails in the ship Labrador. He'll fill her and bring her safe over the seas, as he did when he sailed with the Crosby's Louise. Where the North King is raging and strong blows the gale, in search of the white coats a day they will sail. And then it's the Bowerings, a firm that's well known for the pluck, push, and enterprise all they have shown. By building that steamer, ye all know her well. Evan Kane, her commander, the new Florizel. Where the North King is raging and strong blows the gale, in search of the white coats a day they will sail. The Kite Captain Carroll, I wish him good luck. Once more in the Eagle, Joe Kane showed his pluck. And Bartlett the Viking, I pray he will fill. And dear old Dan Green, may he make his big bill. Where the North King is raging and strong blows the gale, in search of the white coats a day they will sail. The Ranger Sam Windsor be fleetingly seen, likewise Noah Bishop and the Algerine. My song is concluded about captains and ships. May they all come in with big beards on their lips. Where the North King is raging and strong blows the gale, in search of the white coats a day they will sail.
Woohoo!
He made it.
Yeah, that's the end of the album.
Great album, Alex.
Thank you, Jesse. Thank you all so much. Again, you can find the album on Bandcamp, and you can go to alexsturbaum.com/donate to tip the band, because whoo boy have they earned it. Y'all want to hear some more music? So let's get a special guest on stage. When I made my last album, Loomings, I decided to put a few Newfoundland tunes on it, not knowing that it would sort of spiral into this whole situation. And when I played my release concert, I had the joy of bringing in one of the best bow arms in the West. Would you please give it up for Penka Jane Chalevsky?
March on in.
So we're going to play a couple more sets of tunes. This first one is one more from the repertoire of Vince Collins. This is one that he wrote called Vince's Triple. In Newfoundland, what we in the Irish scene call polkas, they call singles. What they would call jigs or slides, they call doubles. And reels are occasionally triples. So this is Vince's Triple, followed by Gillis's Favorite, and then one more from the man himself, Emile Benoit, called The Breakwater Boys Breakdown. One, two, three. Well, we got to keep the energy up. We got to keep the energy up. And I think there's only one way to do that. No pause. Let's do the singles. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
mic stand couldn't handle the singles. They're too powerful.
Well, I think we got time for just one more. Let's get Laura back up here. Did I borrow that foot thing of yours?
Want to borrow this thing?
Yes, please.
Yeah. Does it reach?
It's mildly connected to your chair.
Well,
You're okay. Bring the guitar over. The cable will reach.
Yeah, that's good.
A little bit of technical stuff here. We're gonna leave you with a great little. We're gonna reposition, but we're gonna leave you with this. This is a bit of a sing along, and a sort of tribute to the roving way of life. This is called Wave Over Wave. Well, my name's Abel Rogers, a shareman of mine, on a three-masted schooner from Twillingate Isle. I've been the world over, north, south, east, and west, but the middle of nowhere's where I likes it best. Here's your part. Where it's wave over wave, sea over bow, I'm as happy a man as the sea will allow. There's no other life for a sailor like me than to sail the salt sea, boys, sail the sea. There's no other life but to sail the salt sea. Well, I leave my wife lonely 10 months of the year, though she's built me a home and raised my children dear. She's never come out to bid farewell to me, nor can why a sailor must sail the salt sea. Where it's wave over wave, sea over bow, I'm as happy a man as the sea will allow. There's no other life for a sailor like me than to sail the salt sea, boys, sail the sea. There's no other life but to sail the salt sea. Now the work it is hard and the hours are long, but my spirit is willing, my back it is strong. And when the work's over, the whiskey will pour and we'll dance with the girls on some foreign shore. For it's wave over wave, sea over bow, I'm as happy a man as the sea will allow. There's no other life for a sailor like me than to sail the salt sea, boys, sail the sea. There's no other life but to sail the salt sea. A word from River Shirelle. I've sailed the world over for decades or more, And it's oft times I've wondered what I do it for. I don't know the answer. It's pleasure and pain, but with life to live over, I do it again. Where it's way over way, sea over bow, I'm as happy a man as the sea will allow. There's no other life for a sailor like me than to sail the salt sea, boy, sail the sea, where it's wave over wave, sea over bow. I'm as happy a man as the sea will allow. There's no other life for a sailor like me than to sail the salt sea, boys, sail the sea, where it's wave over wave, sea over bow. I'm as happy a man as the sea will allow. There's no other life for a sailor like me than to sail the salt sea, boys, sail the sea. There's no other life but to sail the salt sea. Thank you. Thanks once more to everyone for being here. Thanks to Dante for sound. Thanks to Laura for opening and Panka for guesting, and Brian and Jesse and Julie and River for playing along with me. Thank you all so, so much. What a delight to spend a beautiful May evening with all of you wonderful people. I hope you enjoyed the show, and I'll see you all next time. Good night.